Welcome, my love. Your primal intuitive power is claircognizance or clear knowing. And what this means in an intuitive sense is that you connect with your intuition most easily through your thoughts and ideas. So claircognizance have a strong sense of knowing about situations, events, what's going on in the world without it being logically explained. And we really love to process our environment through our mind, through our thoughts, through thinking processes. We tend to be very intelligent, we're creative thinkers, and we have a ton of ideas. We know answers to things without being told, and we just have this real deep sense of knowing when our gift is developed. This knowing really can permeate our being. We also, though, because of this really deep connection to the mind, we can have a strong attachment to our thinking mind and can get caught in swirling thoughts and really in that spinning cycle. We love to be right about situations, and we love to be in control, and we also can end up feeling anxious because of this, right? Like if this sense of uncertainty comes forward, we have a really hard time with being in uncertainty, with feeling lost, of really letting go, right? So that spirit can come in and let things unfold. We tend to want to hold on really tightly because our mind gets caught in the process. So this gift, the way that as it's developing, what it can feel like is energy coming in through your crown. And it's as if information is flowing through the top of your head. And oftentimes this can feel like there's a tingling on top of your head, almost like somebody is playing with your hair, but nothing's there, nobody's there. And this information as it comes through is often referred to as downloads. So downloads are really connected in with this claircognizance gift because they relate to the mind and this ability of information to just bring itself from the ethers, from the other realms, and land in our brain, in our mind, and then it flows through us and out of us. We can have no prior knowledge, right, of this experience. It's just like it arrives, it's here, and now I know, and I didn't know before. So this claircognizance, right, is also connected to the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. It's our connection point to divine source. It's also considered a lunar clair. So some clairs are connected to the sun and some clairs are connected to the moon. And this particular one is a lunar clair associated with the moon. So it can be even more difficult to develop because our intuition can really sound like our own thoughts, and it can make it really tricky to trust the information that's coming in because we get caught in, is this my thought? Is this my intuition? I don't really know. And so the sense of confusion can come in. So with this skill, what can be really important when you're developing it is to really let go of the desire to know why and just trust, right? Because we can get caught up in, well, how or why or what's going on. And if you can just let that sort of be out here and just be in here trusting, it can make the development of this gift a little easier on us. And focus more on just going and being in the flow of the information as things happen, and trust as this information comes in. And what I find is if I just open my mouth and start speaking what's coming through, it really allows that. It like primes the pump. And so that information can just come through really beautifully for me. As you are developing this, right, practice is going to be really important. So practicing acting on information without questioning why. And the more you do this, the easier it will be to discern what is your intuition and then what is being influenced by external information. And I found that the more that I just let it come through and the more that I just speak it into the space, that I get validated. And as I got validated, then it became so much easier to trust this connection, this portal that comes through. A fun way that we can connect with this primal intuitive power of claircognizance is to spend a lot of time in your body. When your strongest gift is clear knowing, which mine is also, we tend to spend a lot of time in our heads, and we forget that we're a whole being and that our body has a lot of wonderful information to share as well. And so it's extra important that we spend time every day sitting in stillness, getting in touch with our body, with our emotions, creating a relationship with them, because it can be very easy to just spend a lot of time in our mind. It's like we crawl up there, we get called up there because there's so much going on, and this is our main center, that we have this ability to really discredit and discount our body. So it has been a vitally important part of my practice to get to be with my body, not just this part of my mind that is so developed. A big part of developing your intuition is really learning to trust yourself and exploring who you truly are underneath all of your conditioning, your stories, your beliefs, the programming that gets handed down to us. And for me, this meant committing to practices, devoting myself to meditation, to getting to know myself, to doing my deep inner work, learning who am I as a divine being, not who am I as Sarah walking through the world, living into everybody's expectations of me, but who am I as my authentic self. And I found that I could only do this in silence, right? In stillness, in really being willing to be with myself. So even if you're new to meditation, I encourage you, right, to 5 minutes a day is great. It's a great place to start. I have a favorite quote that I love, and it says, if you can't find 5 minutes a day to meditate, then meditate for 10. And it really just speaks to how meditation changes our life, that we learn how to bend time, we learn how to understand ourselves differently, to speak up for ourselves, to stand up for ourselves, to live from our authentic truth. So the magic really happens in the quiet, in the shutting out the noise, and being willing, right? Being willing to go within. So if you enjoyed this information and you want to dive deeper into the clairs, there's the other videos underneath. They go into each of the 4 clairs for us. And there's also a mini masterclass if you'd love to watch that. And then if you want even more, because you are here through watching our quiz or taking our quiz, we have a gift for you where we're offering 50% off our Unleash Your Primal Intuitive Power program. It's a self-study, and it really goes deeper into what we've talked about here, and it has a ton of tools to develop each of the gifts. It has meditation, it has practices, has ritual, really ways for you to dive deep in. And again, because you're here, because of the quiz, there's 50% off. There's a link below. Please check that out. And welcome to our community. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being on this journey with us. It's so important that we develop our intuition. I think it's the way that we will reclaim our power. It's the way that we can really live authentically. It's the way that we can be connected to what is the truth that is alive within us. I feel really passionate about this, and developing my intuition has changed my entire life. And I want to share that with you because you matter, you count, you are here for a reason, and you're here to make a difference in the world. So thank you.